Andy Austin here in the attic with the final rant of this week. There's probably going to be more next week. Now, before I get into this one, the meaning of your communication is the response that you get. Please have a look at the membership section. There are loads and loads of videos on there. These are the longer videos that are largely training and educational content. It's the kind of stuff that's not really suitable for YouTube because no one's going to watch it. But still, probably no one's going to watch it. But it's essentially the educational training stuff, ideas and concepts, and how you can basically be a better therapist and coach. Or, if you're working on yourself, how you can be a better therapist and coach to yourself. So do please have a look at the member section. It's only $1.99 a month. You can join for a month and then quit. You get everything, if you watch it all, for $1.99. It's up to you. Anyway, mention it. So, the meaning of your communication is the response that you get. This is a really popular one, and I don't understand why it's popular. I don't even understand it. It doesn't make sense. Now, this morning, in preparation for this, I was having a look around a number of NLP websites just to see, okay, what are people saying about this? And I was kind of relieved to see a couple of pages where it was explained quite well, which is essentially this is to try and position the practitioner to basically calibrate and observe and calibrate and then change their communication depending on what results and responses they're getting. You know the thing. The person, this is a very common thing of older generations to younger generations. So a parent to child. Parent states something child doesn't understand, and instead of explaining it, parent just repeats it with greater emphasis and slightly louder, as though repeating it a second time somehow makes it suddenly clear. Doesn't always work so well. And that's quite common. And another one is basically, I've communicated perfectly clearly, you're the one who's not understanding here, and if you can't work it out, I'm not going to tell you. Those are ridiculous positions that are very, very common in sort of the general population. So this is, I think, from what I am understanding, is an attempt to undo that and basically say, be in control of how your communication is perceived by other people, as opposed to holding them responsible for trying to understand what it is you say. Here's the problem, and this is the thing I've experienced firsthand. I've seen it happen in training rooms, and I have seen it on people's web pages. Well, the meaning of your communication is the response that you get, and the response I'm giving you is blah, 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 blah. It's licensed to be an arsehole. And I have encountered this firsthand, and it's like, so people learn these NLP type techniques in order to justify staying the same and being even more obnoxious. And this is not really the spirit of the thing. Now, the other one is the meaning of your communication is the response that you get doesn't work. It just doesn't make any logical sense whatsoever. And yet it is still phrased in that way, and people still keep repeating it. How about actually wording it better? Because if the meaning of that sentence is the response that it gets, it doesn't make any sense.